Good morning. It is January 17th, 2019, and it's time for your morning walk with me, Sophfronia. I'm here on the campus of Yale University in New Haven, and this morning I'm thinking about a text my husband just sent me as I was driving here from the New York Times, and it was basically a list of do's and don'ts from famous writers. And it made me think about, when I first started writing about writing and talking about it, I found it kind of bewildering because I didn't understand why people would ask me questions about writing, because I felt, well, that information is out there. Other writers talk about it, they write about it, so why ask me? But I've come to feel that if people keep asking, then I guess they're not hearing the answers in the way that they need to, and so that's why we have these walks, and that's why I'm talking about this. If you want to travel with me to talk about these things, remember I'm going to Italy in September. We are enrolling the Write of Your Life retreat, and you can learn about that on my Facebook page, on my website, sophfronia.com. But the thing I wanted to point out, though, about some of the questions I get about writing is that sometimes the person isn't writing. They're asking me questions about publishers. Someone recently even asked what font to use when writing a manuscript. But when I ask about what they're writing, they're often not writing, or they're talking about a book that they want to write. And, the fact of the matter is that none of it matters. None of this matters unless you have words on the page, and you have to begin somewhere. And I know it's not easy. Every time I begin a new project, it feels like I don't know how to do this, and you have to learn it all over again. But sometimes you can start with just a sentence. You can start with once upon a time. Once upon a time, there was a frog. Once upon a time, this happened to me in my real life. You just start building sentences, even if it's nonsense. And at some point, while you're sitting there, what you're writing, the book, the essay, the short story, it will start to come over you like a veil. There are those wonderful images of the dancer Martha Graham where she dances with the scarves over her face. And sometimes I feel that the piece that I'm working on comes over me like that. And even when I'm not at the desk, I feel like that book is on me, and I can see through the world, but I know that those words are in my head and those characters are asking me to speak for them. So can you bring yourself to that point? Are you thinking about writing, talking about writing more than you're doing it? What do you need to do to start putting words on the page? And that's all you need to do. Just begin. If you haven't written in a while and you are a writer, start again. We are always starting again. I believe St. Benedict said that. So when can you make your beginning? And can it be today? Good luck with your work. I'm going to do some writing. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.